Hello dear students. Today we are going to discuss some very important questions from the chapter Anatomy of Flowering Plants. The first question, which of the following statement is or are true with respect to the anatomy of dorsiventral leaf? So what is a dorsiventral leaf? Dorsiventral means dicot leaves. Dicot leaves are otherwise called dorsiventral leaf. So first statement, stomatal opening are seen only or more on the lower epidermis. So here there is upper epidermis, lower epidermis, and the stomata can usually be seen in the lower epidermis. So that the leaf is also called hypostomatous. So the statement 1 is true. Then the tissue present in between upper epidermis and lower epidermis is called mesophyll. The mesophyll comprises of palisade and spongy parenchyma. Just beneath the upper epidermis, the closely packed parenchymatous cells are there, and towards the lower epidermis, loosely packed cells are there. And these cells are called palisade parenchyma, and these cells are called spongy parenchyma. So the mesophyll comprises of both palisade and spongy parenchyma. That statement also is right. In monocot leaves, only spongy can be seen. The size of the vascular bundle depend on the size of the veins. That means the vascular bundle, the larger vascular bundle is in the midrib region. But you know that in the case of dicot leaf, reticulate venation is there. So the veins are of different size. So the vascular bundles are usually distributed through the veins. So when there is a larger vein, larger vessel will be there. When there is a smaller vein, the vessel size will be also smaller. The size of the vascular bundle depends on the size of the vein. That also is a right statement regarding dicot leaf. So that the true statements are 1, 2 and 3. D is the correct answer. Next question. Conjoined open vascular bundles with endark xylem. 3 terms are there. Conjoined vascular bundle, open vascular bundle, the xylem is endark. What is conjoined vascular bundle? Conjoined vascular bundle means a bundle where both phloem tissues and xylem tissues are present. When phloem components and xylem components are seen inside the same bundle, the bundle is called a conjoined bundle. Then what is open vascular bundle? Open means in between xylem bundle and phloem tissues, you can see cambium will be there. If cambium is present in between phloem and xylem, the vascular bundle is called open. Then what is endark xylem? Endark xylem means the larger xylem vessels are called metaxylem and intermediate size are called mesoxylem, and the smaller xylem vessels are called protoxylem. So metaxylem, mesoxylem, protoxylem, like that. And if the protoxylem is pointing towards the inner side, the center of the tissue, center of the plant, it is called endark xylem. If the protoxylem is pointing towards outside, it can be called exarch xylem. Okay. So here, endark xylem is present in stem and exarch xylem is present in root. Conjoined vascular bundle is present in stem. Then open vascular bundle can be seen in the dicot stem. So conjoined in the stem, open in the dicot stem, endark xylem is also present in stem. So answer is B, dicot stem. The next question is bulliform cells can be seen in. Bulliform cells are otherwise called motor cells. These are present in monocot leaves. Monocot leaves are also called isobilateral leaves. So here, suppose this is a monocot leaf. This is upper epidermis and lower epidermis. And towards the upper epidermis, some oval or rounded cells may be there, and these cells are called bulliform cells. So the upper epidermis is called adaxial, and the lower epidermis is called abaxial. The backside is abaxial. So bulliform cells or motor cells, they are concerned with the rolling of the leaves, and these are present in the adaxial epidermis of monocot leaves. Adaxial means upper epidermis. Next question, sclerenchymatous hypodermis is present in. Suppose this is the epidermis. This is the epidermis. In the case of dicot stem, you can see the tissue present just beneath the epidermis is made up of collenchyma. Collenchymatous hypodermis, dicot stem. In the case of monocot stem, you can see just beneath the epidermis, sclerenchymatous tissues will be there. So the tissues which are seen just below the epidermis, this is epidermis. The tissues beneath the epidermis are called hypodermis. So collenchymatous hypodermis is the characteristic feature of dicot stem. Sclerenchymatous hypodermis is the characteristic feature of monocot stem. The next one, vascular bundles of leaves, irrespective of dicot leaves or monocot leaves, the vascular bundles of leaves are conjoined with upper xylem, lower phloem, conjoined with upper phloem, lower xylem, radial with upper phloem, lower xylem, radial with upper xylem, lower phloem. They are not radial. Radial vascular bundles are present only in roots. So they are conjoined. Conjoined means both xylem and phloem, the tissues are seen inside the same bundle. So in the case of leaf, you can see that whether it is a dicot leaf or monocot leaf, this is a vascular bundle. Here, the upper part is having xylem, the lower part is having phloem. Since both kind of vascular tissues are present inside the same bundle, the bundle is called conjoined. Conjoined is same. But here the upper part is occupied by xylem, lower part is occupied by phloem. So conjoined with upper xylem and lower phloem is the right statement. The next question, in exarch xylem, the protoxylem are. We already studied that. The larger xylem is called metaxylem. The intermediate xylem vessels are called mesoxylem. The smaller xylem vessel is called protoxylem. When the protoxylem is pointing in, it is called endarch. Endarch condition is present in stem. When the protoxylem is pointing out, it is called exarch xylem. Exarch xylem is a characteristic feature of roots. This is there pointing in. The condition. In exarch xylem, the protoxylem are pointing out. The next question, the term starch sheath. The term starch sheath refers to the endodermis of dicot stem. So here, in the case of dicot stem, the central core is called stele, where vascular tissues are arranged. And peripheral to stele, there is extrastellar region, which consists of epidermis, endodermis, and the region between epidermis and endodermis is called the cortex. Okay. So here, the endodermal cells are large barrel-shaped cells where abundant starch granules can be seen. So in the case of dicot stem, the endodermal cells, as they are having large amount of starch granules, they are also called what? Starch sheath. So the answer is endodermis of dicot stem. Next question is a match the following type of question. A large pith, bundle cap, palisade mesophyll, closed bundle. You can see what is meant by pith. Pith is the central area, isn't it? The central area of the stele is called pith. This is the stellar region. This area is called a pith. Enlarged pith can be seen in monocot root. So in the case of monocot root, large numbers of radial vascular bundles are present. These are xylem bundles and these are phloem bundles. More than 6 vascular bundles are present, so that the pith is enlarged. But in the case of dicot root, you can see that the number of vascular bundles are limited, less than 6, so that reduced pith will be there. So enlarged pith is the monocot root. A3 will be showing to answer. That means bundle cap. Bundle cap is present in dicot stem. So this is the vascular bundle, dicot stem, open vascular bundle KEAM beam is present, outer phloem, inner xylem, and each vascular bundle is covered over by a scleral chimatous tissue. That tissue is called bundle cap. Bundle cap is a characteristic feature of dicot stem. Palisade mesophil. Palisade mesophil, we already studied that, is present in the dicot leaf. The dicot leaf in between upper epidermis and lower epidermis. The upper part of the mesophil consists of columnar cells. The lower part consists of spongy cells. So these are palisade and these are spongy. Palisade parenchyma is present in dicot leaf. Then closed bundle. Closed bundle means a vascular bundle where phloem and xylem are present, but there is no KEAM beam. So vascular bundle is a characteristic feature of monocot stem. So closed bundles are present in monocot stem. So the answer is A3, B4, C1, D2. Next question. The main bulk of the plant body is constituted by epidermal tissue system, ground tissue system, vascular tissue system, or conducting tissue system. So these two are same. Vascular tissue system and conducting tissue system are same. So in the case of a plant body, there are three tissue systems. The outer protective tissue system is called epidermal, and the vascular tissue system, that is the xylem and phloem, constitute the vascular tissue system, and all the tissues in between epidermis and vascular tissue system form the ground tissue system or fundamental tissue system. Fundamental tissue system. This is the most abundant. The bulk of the plant body is made by ground tissue system, which is seen in between epidermal tissue system and vascular tissue system. Next question, conjunctive tissues in roots. So in the case of root, you can see the xylem vessels, the phloem tissues, like this. And the tissues in between adjacent xylem and adjacent phloem, these are called conjunctive tissues. These are the conjunctive tissues. And the central area is called pith. So this is xylem and this is phloem. Xylem, phloem, xylem, phloem, xylem and phloem. So this kind of arrangement is called radial vascular bundle. So in radial vascular bundle, in between adjacent xylem bundle and phloem bundle, the parenchymatous tissue present is called conjunctive tissue. So conjunctive tissues in roots are parenchymatous. Next one. Consider the following statements about guard cells. Guard cells, and pick out the correct choice. The outer walls are thin and inner walls are thick. Suppose this is one guard cell. This is one guard cell. This is the outer wall and this will be the inner wall. So you can see that the inner wall is thick. Inner wall is thick, outer wall is thin. So that statement 1 is correct. Outer walls are thin, inner walls are thick. And they have abundant chloroplast. Large numbers of chloroplasts are there. The epidermal cells are having no chloroplast, but the guard cell is having chloroplast. So chloroplasts are totally absent. That is a wrong statement. The statement 1 is true, but statement 2 is false. So answer is A. Multicellular stem hairs are called. You can see that this is the epidermis. Epidermis. In the case of root epidermis, unicellular root hairs are present. In the case of stem, the hairs are multicellular. So this is root hair, unicellular, and this is stem hair, which is multicellular. And the multicellular stem hairs are called trichomes. Next question. Stomatal apparatus consists of stomatal apparatus. The stomatal aperture is there. The guard cells are there. Subsidiary cells are also there. So stomatal aperture, guard cells, subsidiary cells, all these are there. So the answer is D. The next question is a simple question. When KEAM beam is present in between xylem and phloem tissue, so this is a vascular bundle. Here comes the phloem. Here comes the xylem. And if KEAM beam is present in between xylem and phloem, the vascular bundle is called conjoined, collateral, open, closed. The correct choice is conjoined is correct. Collateral is also correct. Open is also correct. So the most correct will be open. Here, when KEAM beam is present in between xylem and phloem, that is the important part of the question. When there is KEAM beam, it is called open. When there is no KEAM beam, it is called closed. When both bundles are seen inside, both tissues are seen inside same bundle, it is called conjoined. When phloem and xylem are seen one on either side, it is called collateral. But here the question is regarding the presence of KEAM beam. So the answer will be open. Now regarding the term stele. This term stele refers to the central vascular cylinder. That is called stele. So when we are taking the cross section of a dicot stem, in the case of dicot stem, dicot root, monocot root, you can see the cross section will be like this, and this is the stele. The vascular tissues are arranged here. These are the non-vascular region. The centrally located vascular cylinder is called stele, and this kind of arrangement is present in dicot stem, dicot root, monocot root. But when we are taking the cross section of a monocot stem, the vascular bundles are scattered like this. Vascular bundles are scattered, the ground tissue. So there is no centralized arrangement of vascular bundle. So there is no stele. So the region called stele is totally unrepresented in where monocot stem. Answer A. The next question, based on the given anatomical data, identify the given specimen. So here radial bundles are characteristic of root. So it is a root. Since it is a root, dicot stem, dicot leaf can be eliminated. Reduced pith, we already studied that. In the case of dicot root, the number of vascular bundles are limited. Okay? So that the pith is highly reduced. In the case of monocot root, the number of vascular bundles are more. The number of xylem bundles and phloem bundles are more. So you can see enlarged pith. So here reduced pith means it must be dicot. Enlarged pith means it must be monocot. So reduced pith means refers to dicot. Dicot. Casparian strip is present in dicot. Conjunctive tissue is also present in both dicot and monocot. But since the pith is highly reduced, the answer must be dicot. This question is regarding the tissue systems, cortex, pericycle and pith. These regions are part of vascular tissue system means xylem and phloem. Vascular tissue system and conducting tissue systems are same. So these cannot be the answer. Epidermal tissue system is comprising of the epidermis and epidermal appendages. But cortex, pericycle, pith are seen inside the epidermis. So they are components of fundamental tissue system, otherwise called the ground tissue system. This will be the correct. Next question is regarding the secondary growth. In our syllabus, the details of secondary growth is not mentioned. But the secondary growth, the thickening of the body part, the increase in girth of the body part is possible only in dicots. In dicot root and dicot stem, there is an enlargement in the bulk of the body, and that is called secondary growth. The secondary growth is usually occurs in dicot root and dicot stem, not in monocot. The next question is regarding the vascular bundle, the conjoined vascular bundles. Conjoined vascular bundle is present in stem and leaf. It is a characteristic feature of shoot system. So in leaf conjoined, stem conjoined, conjoined. They're arranged in a ring-like manner. The ring-like arrangement of conjoined vascular bundles, like this. The vascular bundles are arranged in the form of an incomplete ring, like this. This is present in dicot stem. Dicot stem. In monocot stem, the vascular bundles are scattered. There is no ring-like arrangement. Ring-like arrangement is present in dicot stem. In leaf, the vascular bundles are present only in the veins. Okay. The last question, the statement type of question. Statement 1. When the bulliform cells are turgid, the leaf surface curl inward. When the bulliform cells are flaccid, the leaf surface is exposed. We already studied that in the case of monocot leaf. The upper epidermis has some oval or rounded cells, and these cells are called bulliform cells, otherwise called motor cells. Bulliform cells are otherwise called motor cells. So there are two conditions are described, they are turgid and flaccid. So when this is a normal cell, when the cell is enlarged due to the absorption of water, it is called a turgid condition. So due to expulsion of water, the cells forms like this, and this condition is called flaccid. So this is fully turgid condition, this is fully flaccid condition. Okay. So when the cells are turgid, the leaf becomes exposed. The leaf becomes straightened. The cells are flaccid, the bulliform cells become flaccid, the leaf rolling take place. Okay. So the curling of leaf inward take place when the cells become flaccid. When the leaf surface is exposed, when the cells, when the bulliform cells become turgid. That is a correct statement. So that means both the statement 1 and statement 2 are false. So the answer is D. So thus we discussed around 20 questions in this chapter. This chapter is a very small chapter, very important chapter. Please go through all the points. Okay, thank you.